We are KNR. My name is The Phoenix alongside Swank London and Brighton. The time now it is 31 minutes after 2. This is almost the end of our show.
Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a nice ride throughout this Friday. You've been here since 12 p.m. We've spoken about a lot of things, ranging from entertainment to politics, to law, to money,
To money,
loss,
to
to a lot
entertainment.
of things. I just wanted to indulge in maybe something a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
I asked myself, I was sitting, alone, having my me time, as I say. It's
Asking
very
yourself.
important to have that me time.
Very
in the day,
much.
just so you can come into perspective with what's going on in your life and at that moment. Do we focus too much on the opinions of others and society's standards no one can really live up to? Make an example. We always people would say, what will people think when you want to do something that is out of the ordinary, and how does that affect us in our lives living and the course our futures will take? Do you guys think that maybe we could unlearn that thing of always being worried about what will people say when somebody wants to do something that's a little bit more adventurous, a little bit daring, or out of the ordinary? Because if you want an extraordinary human being, he's got to do extraordinary things.
Out the box, something
Yes.
different.
Well, what's your take on that, Martin?
I think the basis of that starts with social media. The pressure comes from social media, I think, because I think before social media was so hectic, people used to go for it. I think seeing people's posts every day,
Yeah,
people like, that person's over there
and living like this.
living like that. Now they're intimidated by someone else's success and they want to follow the same route, that person's same story. I think social media is the problem in a way.
Yeah, but like also,
I think social media has exacerbated the syndrome, because I know we call it abantu bazotini syndrome. Everything before we do it, we always
that's
wonder,
what we call it,
like,
abantu
bazotini, what are people going to say? And we think before we do indoor or whatever it is that we want to do, we always wonder, hey, what are my parents going to think? What is the community going to think if I do this? As much as I think that a lot of people, quite a few people have surpassed that stress and syndrome, ne? It is at the back of your mind, because
If you fail.
because I feel like if I would go and be bungee jumping, ne, I'm gonna think, but hey, if something goes wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's always in the back of our minds. If something goes wrong, if something fails, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
and
But as long as it doesn't hinder you from doing the things that make you happy.
Okay, fair. In that situation, obviously you're responsible for more than one person. You know what I'm saying? But as youth, as young people, young people that are watching now or listening, most of the time they can't really push their dreams or like reach out for their actual dreams because of fear of what will people say, what will people think.
Yeah.
And then once they do, then another thing that plays a big role is, what if I fail? And you end up having this anxiety,
Yeah.
of always having to put up a facade on social media,
Yes.
that life is like this,
But it's not
which,
actually.
which comes back to pinch you in the bum as mental health issues. So basically, where I was running this question about how much influence does society's standards, our family standards, and like what we are told to believe and told to do initially with our own lives, how much does it have an effect to our mental health? To our everyday happiness, to us feeling fulfilled.
Yeah.
You're unhappy when you don't feel fulfilled. It doesn't matter how much money you have, but if you're unfulfilled,
You'll never truly be happy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do.
I think people, generally the young people actually leaving school,
Yes.
talking from self-experience,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say don't listen to your parents,
Mm.
but you gotta convince them that what you love right now.
Yes.
If I wanna go to do sound engineering because I love, you know,
Yeah.
please allow me to do it. Give me a chance. Don't put me into university, and then when I fail, I get a backlash or you shout at me for failing.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
understand what I mean? Allow me to go in the path that I'm good at. The kids of today are good at social media. This is the way.
Yes.
Digital marketing is one of our top 3 platforms. People just need to practice what they're good at, and they need to instill it in their mind that I am
As
good
a
at
career.
this. Shut out and then there is time. People say you're
Yes.
running out of time. There is time. Take your time.
Yes.
If you take your time, you're gonna achieve it.
Yes.
There is time. Then just relax. Don't
I
get
think
pressured.
easier said than done because
Yeah.
being
That's
young,
true.
ne, you have all this energy, enthusiasm, and everything, and unfortunately, at times, financially, you don't have the strength,
The means.
the means
to get
to do the
where you want to
things.
go.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Which is where it comes in, where
Wait,
you need that parent support. So
Yeah.
you can't. It's gonna be difficult for you to be like, I want to do that, and then your parents say no. You're not gonna do that with my money.
Yeah.
And then
Exact-
you're,
yeah,
"Fine, I'm gonna do
exactly.
it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's
anyway."
another
And then you're
aspect.
there, and
Is
then you
being
stuck.
financially dependent.
Yes.
You see, the trick is, or the thing our parents have on us, or most kids,
Yeah.
they pay for your stuff, so that means they do have control over your life.
Of course, they have an
They
influence.
they
are
have an
investors.
answer.
I mean, if they're gonna pay for this, it better come back.
that's
You
your
know what I'm
that's your
saying?
primary influence.
Yeah.
I think as
Genuinely
a parent, you want your kids to get
And
out
there
of
has
your
to be a
house.
time span as well.
Yeah,
I think-
you want to get rid of your kids so you can chow your money for
I
yourself.
don't
Yeah.
think you should get rid of kids.
Okay, I got you. I mean, you want your kids to depend on themselves. Yeah,
And it
bona.
comes from a lovely place.
Yeah,
as well.
bona, as soon as possible, so that now you can breathe. Yeah,
Yes.
bo. And unfortunately, I guess now it's even harder because more and more kids, in fact, households,
Yeah.
have so many generations within that home because kunzima.
Yeah.
You find that the grandparent is there, the parent is there, the grandkid. Yeah, more generations are staying within one household.
What advice would you give a kid in high school right now who is between not knowing what they want to study and what their career leads to, but knows fully well what their passion is and what they're good at, but it's a risky thing, you know, because hey man, why would my parents allow me to do this? And you know,
I think every path you're gonna take is gonna be risky. But I think that person that needs that advice should do what they would do for free, do forever. Do what you love. So if I wanna take that gig and DJ for free, like I used to back in the day, because what I love, go. You always follow what you love.
yeah.
You're gonna reap the rewards of it in the future. Because if you don't, you're gonna go through a difficult path. Or
Phoenix.
I don't want to give advice on that.
but I feel like I'm a 2000s. I would say the people in high school, and they actually have more opportunity than we had. Social media.
Oh,
I know
most definitely
16-year-olds that are trading, making mills. 18-year-olds, like they got it. There's much more millionaires in the youth right now than
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
I think personally, like we need to like just have a certain imbizo, you know, where the youth sits and we talk, and we need to first realize that there's a unemployment problem in South Africa. Our education system is also flawed because it's expensive to go to the varsity as well. Not everyone can get bursaries, and not everyone can get NSFAS. So my advice would be this: if you are going to study and you can afford it, do it. You know, and if you are well equipped to get that degree, do it. But I would say we need to find ways that we can equip ourselves as the youth, where we can make money for ourselves and
Yes.
not for companies or the government. You know,
Yeah.
we understand where you can monetize your skills, your skill level. You understand? You can.
I'm really
you can
hoping,
be more of entrepreneurs
I'm really hoping that the younger generation, or should I say 2K, are looking more towards tech, because tech is it's in
Quite the
demand.
biggest, yeah.
It's quite the biggest. It's got quite a bit of money in it, and there'll always be tech. Every day we are using technology.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
And it's a good place to start if you're unsure of what you want to do.
And there are options, you know.
There are
options.
quite
If
a-
you're listening to this and you want to take a gap year, don't take a gap year. Go teach English so you can make money. So when you come back and you know what
You
you
can
want to
feel
do.
that dream of
Do
yours
you know what I'm
with
saying?
capital.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Don't take the gap year to go fool
To
around.
chill and, yeah.
Take it from me. Like, don't do it. Like,
Don't do it.
Groove is not
do
going
something.
anywhere.
Groove is not going anywhere.
It's
Trust.
always gonna be there. Go work. Go do something. Get money. Once you have money,
Speaking about education, I have a question. There's a post that I saw on Facebook, where this lady says her niece goes to school from 6 a.m., gets back at 6 p.m.
that's 12.
Huh?
It's 12 hours.
Yeah, full day. Ne? So she's at school from Monday to Saturday,
How many hours does that kid sleep?
and public holidays.
How many hours does that kid have to sleep?
And that's
8 hours,
because she has homework as
It's
well.
12 hours.
12
Add on
hours.
8, 20. That kid only has 4 hours of the day.
That's what else here. Oh, for.
Did
For-
you just make...
Our schooling system is
You have
not
to be at school for 12. You have to
built well.
sleep for 8. You left with 4 hours. You have to
That's
eat
not
for
much
at least
time.
1. Basically, you left with 3.
Our schooling
You have
system
to
isn't
do your
built
homework
well.
for that too. So you left with 1 hour.
No.
You're not even gonna know what life is. That's not life. It's slavery at that.
And then that's what happens, and that builds up. That kind of pressure
Yeah.
builds up.
Yeah, and
when
you
you
end
get
up
to your
being
matric
burnt
results
out.
and you don't get
Get
that,
that
you
mark.
can't get into studies. Your child's
Now
down and
your whole world
out,
is crashed.
depressed. She goes into antidepressants. She goes on to whatever.
And we need
You
to
know-
we need to find a way that like preventing these things from happening. We've seen a lot with our age group. A
Yeah.
lot of people who are like depressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brilliant minds,
Yeah.
depressed and just can't seem to fully function in today's society.
And the-
socially, you know, they're socially awkward. They've got a lot of anxiety. It's just precious. You know, and then like with the meds, they gain weight from
Yeah.
the meds, and then they don't like themselves, their appearance because of that.
Yeah.
And then social media plays a bigger role because they don't have the money, they're broke. They don't have all these things. You understand?
And the
And then
weird
people
thing is,
end up selling their souls for that look.
yeah. And the weird thing is, these people were actually the smart ones
Yeah.
in the school. They were the
top
A student,
achiever, most
the top
definitely.
achievers, and then they got to university and they couldn't hit the spot.
They couldn't live up to the standards of society.
It could be because
failure
they were
was looked
burnt
at
out.
one way.
Yeah, they were
They've
definitely
been-
burnt out. They were
Yeah,
definitely
and also
burnt
like failure was looked at as something that can't happen. But like
It's okay to
you
fail.
need to fail so
I think
you know
my-
what you did wrong. I don't understand.
My thing is fall in love with failure. Fall in love with failure, so you know
Yeah.
how to prevent it. You've embraced it.
You're not gonna repeat the same mistake.
Never.
Yeah. Just anybody that's listening out there, about what we are talking about is that we need to find a way that we change certain things from that we've learned from our past, past traumas, our traditions. They need to change. We need to evolve with the times. What will people think doesn't cut it? Personally, genuinely, I don't care what people think. Not in a disrespectful way, but I understand this. You won't understand what I love and how I feel about this thing that I love and what I'm doing until after I've done it. You want a finished product, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. But to inflict your opinion on me
Yeah.
and tell me I can't do something because you can't, you're the one who's scared. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
You can't do this. No, you can't.
You can't do this.
I can. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's where whoever's
Yeah.
listening to this, you know, have a dream, yes. Have goals, yes. Have a plan, and have a way of how you're gonna implement that plan and execute.
And be disciplined to that.
Be disciplined, and Like, you can't say you want something and
Yeah.
you know and take.
And if
take
one step
light
doesn't
on it,
work,
yeah.
find another way.
And God will take away your blessings if you don't use them. You know?
Yeah. Onto some lighter news. You know that Rihanna has a baby boy,
Yeah.
right? With ASAP Rocky,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Chris Brown. Chris Brown and Rihanna used to date most. So Chris Brown did congratulate her and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, would you feel some type of way if an ex were to show up
No,
Nah.
congratulating you
no.
or
Yeah.
congratulating your partner?
I think like he's brave to do that as well. Like it comes from that thing I said, forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
You know, to let things go,
Yeah.
the weight on his shoulder. I like that. I like that he came.
That's what
to
when
congratulate her,
maturity
because
comes to
the
light.
woman she is today,
Yeah.
she wouldn't be without that relationship.
Okay,
that
so speaking between us, amongst us three, ne, your ex
yes,
congratulates you. Congratulates you.
exes
ne?
are my friends.
Weren't we complaining about something the other day?
Which one? Which part?
Okay,
Who was complaining about something? Which part?
never mind. We'll get into it.
No, no, no,
No, wait.
We'll get into it off air, yeah. So you wouldn't have an issue with it at all.
It depends
Because
on
the
context.
reason why I'm asking is that quite a lot of Twitter users
Yeah, of course.
feel some type of way,
It depends
especially
on
with
the
the
context.
history that
The
they
history,
have.
yeah.
It depends on the context, really. You know, if it's coming from a respectful manner, like a genuine, sympathetic person, like congratulations, you know, and then just giving our relationship that respect and the family we're gonna start now that respect. No, I don't have a problem with it. But if it comes in a negative connotation and it's a side jab that I can still reach her, type thing, I'm gonna sort that problem that I haven't have a solution for that problem because I definitely will have a problem. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
And if there was no closure when that breakup happened,
It might be different.
it might be different. So there's still some stuff in the air that needs to be sorted out, and that comes. You don't know where that actually
It always-
is he coming with a good intention,
Intentions
or
or
is he trying to now get back into our
You
life?
know what I'm saying? What are
Yeah.
we doing here?
Where is
This
he coming from?
This is my family now. You understand? My kids involved. This is my child.
Say it again, my child.
That's my child.
But I don't think ASAP used to worry though. Like
Nah,
he
of
got
course,
there.
he's
He
ASAP
got it.
Rocky.
He's ASAP Rocky.
He got
Yeah, yo, Chris is a good-looking guy, but yeah.
nah, ASAP. He got
Like-
her.
Hey, I wasn't sure about
That's
that.
low
I wasn't
grade
sure
level.
about this Rihanna ASAP Rocky thing at first.
What you mean? There's no one good enough for it besides that guy.
I feel like ASAP is not famous enough. Not famous enough for Rihanna.
Famous enough. What are
Like-
we talking about?
Hey.
We're not talking
Not
about fame.
not fame. Like you know what I mean? Like the levels. You would think
Like he's
someone
not a billionaire.
Okay, let me put
like
it
Drake
this
and Rihanna. Oh, yeah. That was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That you see, just because
If Drake had to
in
message
your
her
head,
congratulations.
that's how you see it. Things like that shouldn't happen.
If
Things like
Drake
that.
had to message her congratulations, then I would be touched.
Oh, then he's
If-
he's.
I'm
he's
sure
not,
he
he's not
did.
a nice person. Then we know what type of person Drake is.
I'm sure
He's
he
foul
did.
if he does things like that. You know, he's very foul. No, genuinely speaking. Like, if we're gonna be
Drake-
real.
But I think Drake did deserve Rihanna.
No, he
I,
didn't.
I think that love was.
No, he did not.
They made a great song.
He would
together.
have her if he deserved it.
Okay, yeah, true. Facts, you man. He's putting me down here.
He's
no,
coming
we
at
love, no,
you.
I love Drake like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I love his music.
Yo.
But let's not,
Yeah, nah,
let's not do that. You know?
true.
Yeah.
Let's not do
Sure.
that.
Yeah, you got me there.
Anyway, so the time is 10 to 3. We're almost out of here. Coming up next, it is LT Ulutando alongside Ulelu. And they're coming in with the Let's Just Drive. They'll be with you from 3 until 6 p.m. Guys, I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Thank you so much for being with us. We're almost out of here.
Yo, thank you so much. I love
Thank
you
you,
guys.
thank you
Whole
means
week
thank you.
We've been
Danko.
here. We've been
Danko.
here all week. 12 to 3 was the invasion. A big shout out to P-Web for lending us the show. A big shout out to Branton for coming through the last few days.
I'm sure people will be back on Monday, right?
Most
We'll
definitely.
see
A
Monday.
huge shout out to Felix for just being there, you know what I'm saying? I'll be crying. I'll be crying.
I'm your shoulder to cry on.
Big shout out to 2 Cents, you know what I'm saying, for always holding it down. And a big shout out to all of you guys just for tuning in and I hope you guys are keeping positive and spreading that love, because you will get it back, and spread the blessings so you can receive the blessings. All love, you know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. We love you. Sanitara Nonge. I go by the name Swankland and I'm out of here. Deuces.
And I'm The Phoenix alongside Brighton. Until next time, guys.
See you.